Does anyone else struggle with the temperature in their bedroom when they're trying to sleep? Or do you and your partner completely differ when it comes to preference and temperature? My fiance and I were having such trouble sleeping in our tiny New York City apartment. There was no airflow. It was boiling hot even in the dead of winter. And we both have entirely different preferences and literally couldn't sleep for over 6 months. Welcome back to our community. I am Jen. Welcome to another episode of Wellness Unfiltered. This time I tried out a wellness trend that I genuinely needed. I needed a solution to my fiance and I getting like the worst night's sleep for a really long time. We just kind of chalked it up to New York City living. Like we tried everything. We added fans. We added so many things in our bedroom to be able to sleep without boiling hot in the middle of the night, and nothing worked. So insert 8 sleep. We looked up how is the temperature in our room at night affecting our brains, our sleep, and we turned to Andrew Huberman, of course. He suggested trying to maintain a bedroom of approximately 67 degrees, but we couldn't achieve that no matter what we did. In general, a cooler room is recommended. He says that hot temperatures can affect sleep quality, and it also affects the amount of time in each sleep stage. So as you're preparing for sleep, Andrew Huberman says that your body temperature naturally drops to help you prepare to fall asleep, but higher temperatures in your room can actually prevent this drop, making it harder to sleep and also harder to get into a deep sleep. We had heard of it on different podcasts. We've heard of 8 sleep, but we didn't really know what it was. So here it is. It is a temperature controlled mattress cover. So it connects to this like really sleek tank of water that will sit right next to your bed. And the cover's embedded coils are gonna cycle that water around the mattress cover. So based on the preferences that you put into your 8 sleep app, which Ethan, my fiance, and I, we each have our own way that we can change the app. Like you click on your side of the bed, we name one side Jen, one side Ethan, and we each control our own temperature on the app. So every night when we go to bed, the pod is automatically cooling or warming our side, typically cooling. So the pod is warming you and cooling you throughout the night, mimicking the body's natural temperature cycle, which makes sure that you are at the right temperature for each stage of your sleep, which is just so cool because now looking forward, it actually works and it is just so cool. The goal is to increase time spent in REM sleep and spent in deep sleep. It will track your sleep, your snoring, your movement, and all of that on the app. So you're getting like sleep data in addition to obviously all the other benefits. I'm not gonna lie, my fiance set it up. So I'm gonna insert a clip here of him kind of describing his experience with this setup process because I'm just here to support. Once in a while, he has to like refill the water, so I'll let him speak on that. All right, speak really briefly to the setup.
It was so easy. You fill up the thing, it takes a couple hours, so if you're planning on using it that same day, do it earlier in the day. I think it took like 3 or 4 hours if I'm not mistaken. But this was also the Pod 3, so the new ones might work a little differently. It takes a couple nights of just getting a sense of how you want your temperature to be. You might find it too cold and you just change the settings around, but now there's also autopilot, which helps.
But the actual setup.
The setup was really easy. You fill up the container with water. I did distilled water. Because using tap water can cause issues and cause like calcium buildup in the machine. And it's really easy. You only have to refill it every couple months, if even.
Okay, thanks. Okay, now how I use it. I use autopilot, which essentially means that it's taking all my data and changing the temperature throughout the night, as I just said, based on my own individual needs to optimize my own individual sleep. And to be clear, like I'm not feeling it all of a sudden be super hot or super cold throughout the night. Like it's a really gradual, I'm asleep. It's helping me sleep. It's so crazy. Like I don't really fully experience it throughout the night because I sleep so well now. So before we get into like my full personal experience with it for the past 8 months, I do just want to kind of review pricing, which isn't as fun, but they do have some deals right now around the holidays, so it would be a good time to invest if you're in need and also struggling with your sleep and temperature in your bedroom. I will drop the updated pricing on the screen. They have new pods. I'll pop up here the pod I have and I'll pop up here the latest pod. How about that? Lucky for you, I actually do have a code with them, which is so cool. So if you use JENLAUREN, you will get an additional $50 off, and that can be stacked on any of their evergreen discounts on the site. site. So they have holiday sales right now. Use their discount and then also use JENLAUREN. $50 off. I love when a brand actually has a good deal. All right, let's get into my thoughts and how this has all gone for me over the last 8 months. I think you can already tell I usually try to leave like a little bit of mystery, but I can't. Like, this is one of those groundbreaking moments on Wellness Unfiltered where it is something that has actually changed my life, changed my sleep, changed my health, my mental health, my mood, energy, everything. And like, I can't live without now, and that is 8 Sleep. Like, I am hooked. I used to, like, I can't even tell you, I used to not be able to sleep. I would be up at night with like, you know when like your leg pops out of the covers and you're like, I want to be cozy in the blanket, but I'm also really hot, and you're just like up throughout the night because you're sweaty and it's just like a mess. I have not experienced that in 8 months. And I can't tell you how crazy that is. Like, that was my life. That was this apartment. It's just truly insane. I have not had a sleep issue. We don't even talk about our sleep anymore because it's just that great. And what I will say is I wanted to try this for 8 months because 8 Sleep 8, you know, but also I wanted to try it in different seasons. Right now we're in the dead of winter. It is 30 degrees out. And then also this summer, it was really hot. I've slept great, have not thought about my temperature in either circumstance. My apartment and building is actually boiling hot right now in 30-degree weather outside because the heaters in the building are going. I don't even turn my heater on, but the whole building is like a furnace right now. And I don't know what we would do without our 8 Sleep. And it's so cool because Ethan runs so much hotter than me. So like when I go to his side of the bed, it is like ice cold. Like, he requires such a cooler temperature than me. And it's just great because you don't really have to have those arguments anymore about like the temperature of the room because you both are just comfortably in your own furnaces or ice, like whatever you want. And like I mentioned earlier, because I couldn't save it, you don't really experience the fluctuation throughout the night, but I love that it's working behind the scenes for me. And if it's ever not working for you, like, you just open your app, do a little tap tap, like, please warm it 2 degrees or please cool it a few degrees. And it's so easy. So I can kind of like right now have this screen recording playing of the app experience. So I just leave it on autopilot. But if you're someone who like has your phone in your room and, you know, at first you're gonna kind of play around with it a bit, it's this easy. Like, you literally just click which side of the bed you're on. Right now, my phone knows which side of the bed I'm on. I don't even like touch Ethan's. And what's really cool is they have an away mode. So my bed will start cooling around the time it knows that I usually go to sleep. And when I'm away, I can just click away mode and it won't waste the energy or anything while I'm away. I wish I had a con for you. Maybe Ethan will have one in like the setup or the water process. Again, I don't know what he'll say because I'm filming this first, but you will have already heard his take on that. Maybe there's a con there, but literally all I can say is that it has changed my life. It has changed my sleep, and that's it. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. So subscribe if you're new. Let me know what other wellness trends you want me to try out for the next episode of Wellness Unfiltered. I will see you all next week. Grab that $50 off. I would if I were you. Groundbreaking moment on Wellness Unfiltered. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.